to Venezuela Insider, the only place in Venezuela for expats, digital nomads, entrepreneurs, investors, travelers, and related internationals. For more information, venezuelainsider.com. Okay, today we're going to review 5 cities where you can speculate on their real estate. I already did a video about 5 cities where you might want to invest, and I'm going to do a video reviewing 5 cities where you can speculate. And please know the difference between investing and speculating. You can see it on Benjamin Graham books, or Warren Buffett, or these value investor guys. Know the difference between investing and speculating. Speculating is, it might happen, it might not happen. Of course, in investing, nothing certain. And also, I have to do a disclaimer that this is not financial advice. This is not investment advice. Do your own due diligence. Look for professionals for such things. The best thing I can say about this video and is that the good news, when you see on these expats or investors rumors about 20K apartments and properties, beachfront properties in Venezuela, well, on the previous video, it's very unlikely that you're going to find it. However, on these 5 cities, you're going to find properties from $20,000 and actually way less. Also, you can find on these cities properties from over $20,000. Let's take a look. Number 5 is Maturín. Maturín is a pretty big city for Venezuelan standards on the east side of the country. The main industries are oil and gas and also agriculture, and they have a bunch of ranches and such, and some industries. So it's not an economic driving city. However, it's a city where you can speculate that if Venezuela becomes an oil powerhouse again, you can find decent properties over there. And the city, you can find actually on the nicest areas, you can find properties for less than $20,000. It's a city that probably not the most beautiful city, but actually in a city that I enjoy being over there. So, number 5, Maturín. Number 4 is Ciudad Guayana or Puerto Ordaz. And the city is on the southern eastern side of the country. It's on Bolivar State. Bolivar State is a huge state. It's kind of like Texas here in Venezuela. And Ciudad Guayana is on the northern side of the state. And here's what happens. This state is pretty rich on natural resources and mining and such. On the south of the state, you find the mining activities, and you have a bunch of small towns that are actually pretty dangerous. However, on the northern side of the state, you find Ciudad Guayana. This actually is a pretty posh city. It's actually the only fully planified planet city that we have in Venezuela. Well, you have nice neighborhoods, you have nice amenities over there. Not the best city to live in Venezuela, but it's actually a pretty decent city to live in Venezuela for, of course, Venezuelan standards. So you might find decent properties over there in Ciudad Guayana. So there you go. Number 3, we have Puerto Cabello. Puerto Cabello is the main shipping port that we have in Venezuela. It's on the western side of the country. It's on Carabobo State, and actually is a 1-hour drive from Valencia, a 1-hour drive or so. So it's pretty close to Valencia. And the thing about Puerto Cabello that is not as pretty, not as developed as Valencia, that actually is a pretty kind of a posh city that we have here. It's one of the main cities in Venezuela. Puerto Cabello is not as posh, however, has some decent amenities, have beaches, have some nightlife, however, is not the most safe place here in Venezuela. Talking personal safety. However, due to the strategic location, it's arguably a decent place to speculate on the Venezuelan real estate market. I'm not saying go running and buy real estate properties on Puerto Cabello, but it's a place you may want to check it out. Number two, we have Tucacas. And the city is actually not the city itself, but the surroundings are quite beautiful since it's a pretty important touristic hub of the country, especially for the western side of the country. It's close to the Morrocoy National Park. There is a beautiful place to visit. It's one of the main touristic hubs of the country, and Tucacas is pretty much close to all the amenities that Morocco National Park have to offer. The thing is, Tucacas is heavily dependent on tourism and tourism from the west side of the country. And of course, if things go bad on the west side of the country, I'm talking economically, things are going to go economically bad on Tucacas. You can see a recovery on Tucacas. I'm sure you can. And actually, when you see on the news and on these rumors on social media, the $20,000 apartment close to the beach, Tucacas is probably the option for you. Yet again, do your own research. And number one, we have Maracay. Maracay is known as the Garden City of Venezuela. Maracay is kind of it's a place that has pretty much a little bit of everything. It's not quite the most important city in Venezuela. However, it's located pretty close to, it's pretty much on the center on the country. So it's very close to Caracas and Valencia and many other important cities of the country. At the same time, on the Aragua state, is the most important city of the Aragua state. So you are pretty close to many of the amenities that the country has. Actually, on Aragua state, you have Bahía de Cata, you have Choroní, you have La Colonia Tovar, you have La Victoria, you have many very interesting touristic hotspots that we have for the country that are located on Aragua State. And of course, thanks to the proximity to Caracas, the main city and capital of the country, and also Maracay has a somehow diversified economy. You can find some decent and reasonable reasons in order to might want to invest, speculate in the local real estate market over there. So for that reason, Maracay, maybe that's for you. Thank you for watching Venezuela Insider. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on social media. You want to work with us, VenezuelaInsider.com. Thanks again. Have a nice day.